How drama ensued in Ilorin after police attempted to disrupt PW's rally. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. Thousands of his supporters have thronged out for a planned rally, but were interrupted at the Stella Obasanjo Multipurpose Hall Center in the state capital. On Saturday, September 24th, the operatives of the Kwara State Police Command attempted to disrupt a planned rally by supporters of P2B, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in Ilorin. Thousands of his supporters have thronged out for the planned rally but were interrupted at the Stella Obasanjo Multipurpose Hall Center in the state capital. Daily Post, however, reports that at the stage there was a hitch following police interruption at the Stella Obasanjo Multipurpose Hall Center in the bid to stop the planned rally. The group made up young people trooped out in numbers and gathered at the Stella Obasanjo Multipurpose Hall junction along Ajasegbo Road in Ilorin with branded t-shirts and posters of the presidential candidate and his running mate around 10 a.m. The police van blocked the procession of a group, while operatives of the command were also noticed in the area in numbers, engaging the organizers of a rally and some participants. After a long discussion and engagement, they were allowed to march towards Alpha Garage roundabout area. The Kwara State coordinator of the coalition of Obi support groups, Alois Ismora, said the rally was in solidarity with the political aspirant of P2B, a former governor of Anambra State. Speaking of the encounter with the security operatives, he had the group sought approval from the police to avert possible hijacking of the peaceful rally. In a reaction, the spokesman of a state police command, SP Okonsami Ajayi, told the Daily Post on Saturday in a telephone chat that the group duly informed the state police commissioner about their planned rally. But the commissioner responded by telling the group that the time was not ripe for any political campaign or activities, and the group went ahead to organize the event. He explained that the current state of insecurity in the state will not allow such events to take place now, to the detriment of safety of lives and property of the citizens. Well, let me say this. Somebody is saying, Ilorin is not Igbo land, go to your place. I don't understand. The people who come outside for Ilorin, are they from the southeast or are they Igbo? The earlier you realize that this movement called P2B is gaining momentum, the better. That's the truth. If you choose to deny it, you're going to continue living in denial. Alright. These people coming out to march now at Ilorin, they're not just the Southeasterners, that's the truth. You're very uninformed, but it is not too late to learn. Okay. Because he's from Yoruba, he's supporting Tinubu despite his age. No need for me wasting my energy in order to respond. I guess you're not tired of suffering. Anyway, you be the one to shout about hunger and harassment when the time comes. Keep being a tribal and religious bigot. Time will tell. I'm obedient all the way. Alright. It is too late for you because the Obidients have already taken over, and since you cannot do anything about it, you will soon join them in. My fellow Nigerians, because you don't deserve to call brother. Only those with fake accounts will voice this your hate speech when you voted OBJ. Yaradu and good luck. And the Igbos, the hate you have for Igbos will possess you soon. You never reach like this. I beg. This is the kind of people you see around us, not knowing they are left from right. Just imagine this one now will come out tomorrow and be talking. I beg, make them leave me. Well, if P2B is competent, irrespective of tribe, I vote for him. I need a Moses that will take the country to a promised land. Just like we cannot marry along ethnic line, so do leaders. We do not elect leaders on tribal perspective, but moral, value, intent, expense, and technical know-how. All right, I love that particular comment. We don't choose leaders based on sentiments anymore. All right. Seriously, man, you need to learn about wisdom and knowledge. That is why up to today you have been a slave to the house of Fulani who took over your state. What can you cannot even tell them to go back. What a shame. Okay, you cannot even tell them to go back. Well, if you do not know how the Kwara state was grouped along, they're part of a knot. Yes, if you go to the map of Nigeria, if you go to the southern and northern part of Nigeria, the Kwara state, it was actually grouped to the north. I don't know who did that too. I don't know who did that. The truth about it is, Obidients movement is not a movement of the Igbos. For goodness sake, Kwara state is in Ilorin. So when they tell me that, when they tell me that Southeasterners actually moved down to Ilorin to make this happen, no, all this, this crowd and everything here is all Ilorin people, both indigenous and non-indigenous. All right, APC desperation and G3 becoming something of concern. It started in Kaduna State to Ebonyi State to Kwara State. I thought APC and PDP were deceiving themselves with structural and social media sensation. Lagos is sneaked into the court for injunction, but they must face the reality of a time. They have raped the country enough. P2B and Ahmed and Dati Baba Ahmed presidency we want. All right. With this movement, God has heard the cry of Nigerians and wants to liberate them. That is why I keep saying, you have said God has heard the cry of Nigeria, but you must do your part. We must do our part. God will not just come and do everything for us. Okay. A desperation, blinded aggression, a desperation and blinded aggression. Obi is not worth the entire youth struggle. The youth are just frustrated, looking for someone blindly to tie their apron of frustration. Obi do not symbolize the youth struggle in resourcefulness, antecedents, and willfulness. They blind their eyes to see Tinubu as the man that represents their struggle, their hope. Tinubu as the man that represents their struggle, their hope. Tinubu is one of the main struggle of a democratic government we now have in place. At his given opportunity, when as a governor, he demonstrated what governance meant, raised Lagos to economic height, and followed it up with successful government of Lagos State. This is the chance time for him to replicate such to the entire Nigeria. It is the most unfortunate that youth are equating Tinubu APC in the entirety at the several level, which is wrong. Why are they not equating such for P2B? After all, Obi was in the field People Democratic Party. Obi was in the field APG in Anambra. Obi could not raise Anambra State to economic prosperity while as a governor. Rather, he utilized state funds for family business. I beg, Obi is not worth the struggle. The youth are in it. They are on a field blind reach, a misplaced priority, and identity misplacement. Well, say it all you want. The thing we say, people are supporting Obi, according to you, because they have found him worthy of their trust. Though I still say, if you are supporting any candidate, you should listen to the candidate and make sure that you're convinced that this person is the right person. Tinubu you are calling on. Yes, Tinubu did well, quite well. He did well, but what about now? I get him before, no be property. What about today? Nigerians, they take home the 2 cents. My 2 cents here is make sure that at the end of the day, you are voting for someone who is competent.